My name is John Mullen with 4 Oaks Geophysics. We're doing a ground penetrating radar or GPR investigation, looking for anything that could be anomalous in the basement. Possibility of graves was mentioned, so we were looking for those.
There's something buried underneath there. We don't know what it is, but there's something underneath there.
I then saw a woman being killed through her eyes.
He found right in front of the furnace by the doorway a 2-foot by 8-foot void that we think could be a grave.
Get out of here.
See what's under here, guys.
Down in there, Hoss. Like that? Yeah, that was pretty sweet. A little far from the curb, but you're good.
Pay?
That Hoss. Hey, you're with me.
Do what? Slow your roll, Hoss. What the talking about right now?
He's hopped up. Look, he's gonna open my door. He's gonna pull me out.
He's gonna rip you out of your hand.
Hey, Hoss.
Chip factory.
We've been talking about this for a while.
Yeah.
Right?
Excited for this one.
All right, let's get in here and check it out.
Let's do it, guys. Let's do it.
Oh, look at this place. Wow.
Crap.
We're gonna hit the chip factory, which is actually right down the street here on the corner, which is being turned into a hotel.
We're going to be talking to Don Murphy today. He bought this building and is going to revive this building, bring it back to life from its days of glory. The whole front section here and all the original facades are going to stay. He's going to build a brand new hotel here. The town's got a lot of buzz about it. We're excited about it.
Where we're standing at right now is in the former Becker potato chip factory that had closed in the 60s. We acquired this building, this potato chip factory, in 2018, I believe it was, and since then we've been working on developing a 80-room Hampton Inn by Hilton with a restaurant and a rooftop bar. We're very excited to get that project underway. We realize that it'll be a key economic driver for Columbia and the surrounding area. I think having the Haunted Manor in Columbia is huge. It's obviously known around the world and has a lot of followers, and it's a good program. And to have that here in Columbia, it's going to bring a lot of their followers to our town, and they're going to want to look around and see some of these old buildings. And the hope is that they'll spend the night here, maybe 2, and visit our shops and our restaurants in the downtown and help our local economy grow. Columbia has a very rich history, as you may know, dating back, 1700s. It's a huge underground railroad center for freedom seekers coming through, and this was a hub for industry, and a lot of stories of, obviously industrial accidents and different things where we feel that there's potential for a lot of paranormal activity. We've heard things about that in this particular building. There's been a number of fires here. I don't know if anybody in the past has perished here that may contribute to paranormal activity in here, but these great guys with Haunted Manor are going to see what they can find, and it'll be interesting to see what they come up with.
This place is pretty active from what we've been hearing. So we're here, Daryl, Jeff, and myself, do a little investigating here. See if we can find anything before they start cutting this place up.
There have been several fires. Said all the floor joists going to the 3rd floor are all burnt. Just right above us, you can see all that remnants of fire. Several fires in this building. There's a lot of deep history, so you don't know what happened in those fires. Did anyone perish? Is there spirits here? I believe there are.
You gonna say maybe a EVP session down here?
Yeah.
I'm thinking this room's kind of
Yeah.
inviting.
Right?
Try it out.
Yeah, it's dark. Let's check it out.
Stuff. Just I was in here earlier, just getting some B-roll footage, and it sounded like footsteps down
That
there.
just looks eerie.
Down there.
Period, man.
I don't know what the hell that is.
I think it's a drop off.
Yeah, it is. Watch your step, Daryl. I wouldn't trust that. Forward. Someone down there? I think I heard you walking earlier. Can you walk towards us?
Did you work here?
Hear that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Someone walking around in there, dude. How do we get down there?
Someone down there? Hello?
We got a truck to unload. Can you come help us? Watch your step, Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely more than just raindrops.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude, I just got real cold.
Someone here?
Breeze.
Your hair standing up.
You feel it?
Yeah.
Right here, right by the.
Oh, yeah.
You feel that?
Yeah.
Freezing cold.
Ball, cold energy. I just went like past my legs.
Like freezing cold, Jeff.
Is it?
Yeah. Just like
His hair is standing up on his arms.
came out of nowhere.
Take some flash.
And it's warm in here, man. It's muggy. Are you right in front of us? Can you talk into this device? Tell us your name. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Was that wasn't you guys?
It
No.
was over here.
Whoa. Did you
Yeah,
hear that?
I heard that.
rumble?
Did you hear that, Jeff?
Yeah.
That was above us.
Yeah.
I hope we got that on audio. That was loud.
Can you do that again?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Lots of movement.
I mean, in all fairness, yeah, do some have some open windows up there.
Yeah. And lots of just water dripping.
Yeah.
This looks awesome.
Yeah.
This is like something from Last of Us.
Right.
Clickers. That's such a cool
Tell them we gotta push the ladder over.
Looks like a mission map.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
sloppy mess. Okay. So this is actually where the lobby's going to be to the hotel. This is the area.
Can't wait to see it.
I know, it's going to be amazing.
Hard to envision it.
You see an old staircase was right here. Definitely a lot of outside noise.
Yeah, that rumble was probably the bass. All right, guys. So I'm gonna do some solo vigils in the chip factory, soon to be hotel. This place is absolutely insane. I don't know if you guys are gonna get a chance to see it in this condition, but it's got a creepy feeling, and I think as soon as they start doing renovations, things are really gonna kick up in here. And hopefully they stay active once it's a hotel. But this place is going to be nuts.
Is there anybody here who would like to speak with me? My name is Daryl. Maybe you've heard of me. We've been here for almost a year now, right down the street at the Manor, which you would probably know it as Samuel Miller Mansion, but now it's called My Haunted Manor USA. And we've been there for a while. We've been wanting to come in here and meet you. What is your name? Can you say your name out loud?
Did you used to work here? Were you here when the fires happened? They're turning this into a hotel now. How do you feel about that?
Can you make a noise? Let me know where you are.
I'm gonna cut, see if I got anything.
Keep hearing weird things. Is someone here? Something here.
And there's water dripping in the building. It's raining today, and there's some open spots in the ceiling, so kind of have to dismiss that a little bit. Keep hearing things. We did hear some loud bangs up on the second and third floor just a few minutes ago. Sound like furniture or equipment being moved around. If it's haunted, I mean, I could say it's probably, if that is the case, it's probably residual up there.
What the was that? Hello? Were you here when the fires happened? Something just got thrown in here, dude. I swear to God. Did you just throw something at me? They're turning this into a hotel now.
Hopefully the other guys are catching something good. Is anyone here? This place is wild. I hope that when they build the hotel, it stays active. You guys gotta come here. This whole town has got activity. It's like nothing I've ever seen. It's just so much history and so much death in this town.
This place is amazing. Been waiting to get in here for a long time now, so Happy to finally get in here before they start gutting it and turning this place into an actual hotel. Got some cool stuff. Sounded like footsteps. Did a couple EVP sessions. Got scared by pigeons.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Like always. But nah, this is awesome. Just want to thank Don for letting us come in here. Hopefully we can get back in, do a longer investigation at some point, but this has been great. This place is creepy as hell, and it's just going to be another spot for you guys to check out.
We've heard some shuffling, some noises. We definitely want to spend some more time here, but they're getting ready to renovate. So we want to come back after they start renovation, see if that's kicked up any more activity. But once this is a hotel, it's going to be 80 rooms here with a rooftop bar and a restaurant downstairs. It's going to be an amazing spot for you guys to come and check out the Manor and everything that Columbia has to offer, and especially all of the haunted locations that you can check out while you're here.
Down that alley there is the Manor, and this place is so close. It's so awesome, and loving it. So thank you, Don, for letting us in, and we really appreciate it. The place is awesome.
So we have John Mullen here from Four Oaks Geophysics. Finally, we get to find out what's underneath that dirt. He's going to be doing some ground penetrating radar and hopefully be able to give us some answers.
We didn't know what to expect with this GPR. We didn't even know if it was going to work. He came out and inspected the basement a couple weeks ago and noticed that there was a coal mixture in the dirt. We just didn't know if this was going to work. If we were even going to fit the GPR system downstairs, because it's like a lawnmower and the stairs to the basement are so narrow. But we got it down there, and right now John's scanning the basement. He's doing a kind of crisscross pattern of the perimeter and getting full coverage scan, and I'm noticing where he's having some pause.
My name is John Mullen with Four Oaks Geophysics. We're doing a ground penetrating radar or GPR investigation, looking for anything that could be anomalous in the basement. Possibility of graves was mentioned, so we were looking for those. So we did a survey in all the open areas that we could find and investigated pretty much the majority of the open area looking for those features.
What do you think, Trey? Nervous and excited. Let's see what happens. We can find out one way or the other.
Ground penetrating radar is a tool used by geophysicists. It shoots out a radio frequency so that signal will bounce off of objects. It's typically used looking for sinkholes or underground utilities, tanks. So you get that similar parabolic feature, which is just a bump in the data. And then it also is used for cemetery investigations or unknown grave investigations, looking for features similar to that. I did an investigation with Chris Vera at the Mount Zion Cemetery. Big investigation of that whole cemetery, looking for any unknown or unmarked graves, and we found a number of them. I forget the exact number, but we found a lot oriented in both directions, north, south, east, west. So he has locations for all that stuff to then go through and mark them, hopefully to keep them as undisturbed as possible.
We only felt there were 60 bodies in there. With our research, we were up to 156 bodies. Then had ground penetrating radar done. That's 257 bodies.
John's finishing up his last path of the perimeter of the basement. We're about to find out what he's found, and I can't wait to see what the results are.
So after looking around the basement area, definitely found two interesting features. One with an increased penetration signal. And as you come across this wall, you get an area where the signal is definitely increasing in penetration. Doesn't mean that there's anything in there, it's just a different signal, which is interesting.
Yeah, definitely. You said along this wall?
Right here, yeah, right back in by your stand, right in there.
Right here.
By that footer, yeah.
Where we had some voices come through, it said right here, and dig.
And unfortunately we couldn't get it investigated in an alternate direction just because of the way it was oriented in the space available. But we did have a second feature that looked very interesting. There is a spot over there as well, which is interesting. So So as we come across it this direction,
No way.
you get a slight increase right in here.
Yeah.
And then in the opposite direction, coming across that same point, it actually shows a fair bit better. Right here.
Are you picking that
Oh
up? Trey?
wow, yeah.
So you can see that darker shape.
Yep.
A lot of time that's indicative of a void space or something along those lines. So that's something you do look for when you're looking for graves. Or
And how far down, how deep does that seem to be?
it's about 3 to 4 feet.
3 to 4. And does it seem like a long thing, or is it maybe straight up and down?
In this direction, it's about 2 feet wide. And then coming from this direction, longitudinal, it's about 8 feet,
8 by 2?
8 by 2.
The hell?
Probably would warrant some further investigation, maybe with some dogs or digging or something along those lines.
It's unbelievable. It's right in front of the furnace and right over in the corner by the Underground Railroad tunnel.
Holy there's something buried underneath there. We don't know what it is, but there's something underneath there. We're gonna have to start digging as soon as possible.
So we asked John, when was the last time you saw this kind of anomaly? And he said when he scanned the Mount Zion Cemetery, where they found almost 100 more bodies than they thought were buried there. This is really, really crazy. I think we need to dig is the next step, but we gotta get in touch with Daryl and let him know about this.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, what's up?
Dude, you were not going to believe this. Holy.
So, alright.
Yeah.
Download.
Wait till you hear this, man. So we had John Mullen from Four Oaks Geophysics come out, and he brought his GPR system. So we did a scan of the basement. It's unbelievable, man, because it's in the two spots where activity is kicking up and saying dig here. I'm down here.
So we stop you. So the furnace area.
Yeah.
And like where the old coal the chute was, the mill.
Yeah, or it's actually in the on the same corner of that aisle where the kind of catty-corner to the entrance to the Underground Railroad, where that big mound is, right on that corner, turning, going across. But the furnace has a 2 foot by 8 foot void, which he said is like the same size of the graves at Mount Zion that they found. Yeah.
2 foot by 8 foot void. So it's 2 foot deep, 8 foot wide.
2 feet wide by 8 foot long, and it's about 3 to 4 feet deep underground.
Wow.
It sounds like a wrapped body. Yeah. Because you would think it wouldn't be the exact size of a person. It'd be a little bit longer to fit them in there. Dude, this is insane. And then the one over by the Underground Railroad has the same anomaly to it, and he just couldn't get further in because it's within the roped off area. But it's two what seem to be bodies about 4 feet deep.
And that's one of the rumors. First it was, the rumors before we even came in that building were there's possibly a female buried in the basement.
Yeah.
Okay. It's someone down the line, it came 2 females buried in the basement. Mm-hmm. So that could just, that could be solidifying everything that has been coming about for all these years, and plus what we've been finding since we've been in the building for the last 9 or 10 months.
Yeah. In that same spot, man. The furnace.
That's crazy. That is, if there is a body there, everything's pointing to we gotta dig.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
This guy came in here, he didn't even expect to find anything even close to that, he said.
insane, guys. Oh my God. So I guess I need to get my ass up there and we need to start digging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try and bring in some cadaver dogs, but I think we've pinpointed it, to the exact spots. I think we dig some holes.
That was the only 2 spots, too. He didn't find anything else, worth noting. Just those 2 areas.
But that's where everything's been pointing for since we've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Every piece of paranormal equipment we've used, psychics, Ron and Laura's coming in with their equipment.
And it said furnace.
It said body, person, woman.
The stuff that we captured on the Paracast several months ago when we were down there.
Yep.
Everything was in that area, the furnace.
So if they started digging, what would they find?
Person.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Woman. Woman.
Yep. It was like a pocket of energy that if you went outside of it, it got faint, and as soon as you got back into it, it was a stronger energy.
Right.
There's something there.
We got scientific equipment saying, a GPR system saying there's something there.
Right.
So
we got to talk to Rowdy, get him dialed in with this.
Yeah. This basement could become a crime scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It quite possibly could solve a missing persons case or 2.
Just got off the phone with Daryl. We broke the news to him. This is blowing my mind. I can't believe that there's actually something there, and it's the exact spots that we thought after all the investigating that we've done, all the people that have come in here and helped with this and helped us get answers, to get it proven with scientific data, just gives credence to everything we're doing here at the Mine Hunter Project.
Yeah, hey, Hoss.
Hey, Hoss.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good, man.
Good, man. Is it going all right?
It's going all right, but we got something we need to tell you, buddy.
Okay, buddy, go ahead. What you got?
You know how we had the ground penetrating radar guy come, right?
Yeah.
Scan the basement. Well,
Yeah.
he found some anomalies. He found right in front of the furnace by the doorway a 2-foot by 8-foot void that we think could be a grave.
Get out of here.
Yeah. He
And-
said it looks like the one Zion.
He said it looks very similar to what he found at Mount Zion when he scanned and found all those anomalies, which were like 100 more bodies than they thought were buried there. So we think maybe there's some bodies down there.
Holy
That's what I said.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have to dig, man.
So yeah,
it could lead to us having to contact the authorities, and they would have to come start an investigation, and could shut us down for a little bit. But
really,
do what we have to do.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, it would probably just be the basement.
Yeah.
But, once again, those graves are probably, if there is someone buried down there, it's probably well over 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure.
And at one time, they used to bury people in their basements.
Right.
Delaware's full of places like that. So it could be that. We don't know. It's something probably. It's just something new for all of us. So it's something we want you, when you get back, something we can talk about and figure out and start, digging the 2 locations where he hit on.
Holy.
It's a shocking revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
And these are the 2 spots we were interested in. These were ones that we've had activity in, and all of our equipment's been pointing us to these 2 spots.
Holy
and that's where he got hits.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like almost like you guys knew it.
Right.
Well,
Well,
that's
it
the
confirms.
wild part about it.
Yeah.
It's been part of the folklore of this location for years, way before we got here, and rumors, and with the equipment we've been using over the last 9 or 10 months, all have been pointing to that same location. And to have scientific proof, scientific evidence with a ground penetrating radar coming in here and actually pinpointing the exact location where we've been talking about is pretty mind blowing.
Yeah, expect. Cool. But we have some other news. We did have that ground penetrating radar guy come out. Four Oaks Geophysics came out and scanned the basement And you guys, we've had, things telling us that there's, basically a woman buried down there, or multiple people buried, and certain spots that we get, specific hits, like all year we've had stuff. So we have some interesting news to tell you guys about what we found. He was scanning the perimeter of the basement. He did like full sweeps, and right in front of the furnace, I see him go, and then I see him reverse, and he's picking something up, and then he does that in another spot. He calls them anomalies. Now this is the same guy who Chris Vera had come out to Mount Zion, do this scan, and they found about 100 more bodies than they expected were there. And he said that the void is 2 foot wide by 8 foot long. Which, it just means that the ground is different in that spot. There's an anomaly in the scan. And he said the last time he saw something similar was at the Mount Zion cemetery, where they found all those bodies.
He said it was 3 to 4 feet deep as well.
Which is basically grave sized.
Yeah. You would dig it a little bit bigger.
By the furnace.
Mm-hmm. Right in front of the furnace. Right by like the door.
I mean,
another one
like
right around
last
the corner.
episodes. The
Yeah.
static bombers said that there's a person buried.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things backing up that theory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Seeing him pause in front of the furnace and then go back and double check that area I got chills, because that's exactly where we've been having hits all year.
So, I mean, the big question is, you're going to dig, right?
Yes.
Can you do that?
You have to. I mean, we pinpointed two anomalous spots that are only 3 to 4 feet down. Like, I think that's the next natural step.
One of my first experiences that I had here was a friend of mine was with me. We were doing some investigating on the 3rd floor, and I suddenly put my hands up to my face to cover my eyes so that I wouldn't open my eyes. I said to my friend, I see a lot of blood. And I then saw a woman being killed through her eyes. So she was laying on the floor, and I saw the faces of the 2 men that killed her. Got a big pain on the side of my head, and I knew that was the death shot. We later found out that it was in the basement.
So we haven't told you this, but we had someone come out with a ground penetrating radar system.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he scanned the perimeter of the basement and found 2 anomalies.
Yeah.
One that was right in front of the furnace, and it's 2 feet by 8 foot long.
Oh, wow.
And it's a little bit bigger than a person. Could be how they dug it and wrapped them tight and laid them down.
Yeah.
3 to 4 feet deep.
Wow.
And this is the same guy who...
I'm so excited for the girls that are buried down there, and anyone else who's buried down there. You might find more. I've heard of more being buried down there.
So Amy, what pillar were you talking about that you guys?
The middle pillar.
Okay.
The middle of the ground.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's where we all felt that someone was in there.
Okay.
Also along the walls.
So when we had our GPR scan, over by the furnace was the one anomaly, but over here was our second, and it started here, and it goes into this middle part of the basement where we couldn't access the scan. But it's about 2 feet wide, just like the same as the furnace, so we would imagine it's about the same. So there could be another body right here.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. It's the same exact type of anomaly.
Quite possibly there is a body in the basement. I'm excited at the same time. I'm worried, but it would be really cool to be able to prove all that through paranormal equipment, through psychics, on up to actually finding a body there. And if there is a body there, we need to do the right thing and get it out of there. Put whoever this person is to rest. If it's maybe more than one person, we're not sure. But our next step is start digging, and we'll keep you informed on where we go from there.
So our first goal when we first started here was to find the who and the what, to really dig into the history, try to find the hard facts about this place. You know, we got Samuel Schock, who died here, our first confirmed death. But moving forward, I think we need to start looking into the why. Why do things happen here? What can we do to maybe even increase activity? Can we bring in haunted objects? Can we change the environment? Increase the energy in here to spark more activity. And we can't do it without you guys continuing to come out here. We're all part of this. Everyone watching is a part of this project. It's one team, one mission. Come out here.
So when we came in here a year ago, we didn't know what to expect. We wanted to find out, who was here, what this place was, and tell that story and dig up, as much history as we could. One question that we were able to answer is, were there any confirmed deaths here? Yes. A Colonel Samuel Schock died here in his 90s. His funeral was downstairs in the parlor. He's buried right down the street at Mount Bethel Cemetery. It's the late 1800s. So that's a confirmed death that we can, say Colonel Samuel Schock lived here, his family lived here, and he died in this building. We want to uncover as much as we can about the history here and, who else died here, what other deaths occurred.
I mean, everything points to this area right here in front of the furnace, or next to the furnace. So, I mean, we're gonna start right here.
And that GPR, it's scanned. I saw him hit it and then back up, and there's something here, man. And he said he hasn't seen that kind of anomaly since Mount Zion scan, where they found 100 more bodies than was supposed to be there.
Right.
So
It's right
I'm pretty confident something's here.
Right here.
Gold.
It's time to figure out what it is.
This is it, guys. You ready?
The train's coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
you almost hit me.
Let's do it.
That is
I got
perfect.
chills.
get to digging, boys. This is a young blood job.
Oh boy.
That's such a great omen.
It's gonna get messy. It's gonna get real messy.
All right, let me get out the way.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what's under here, guys.